All right, let's jump in. Today, we're going to step into a world where cutting-edge tech collides with these incredible ancient landscapes. We're going to follow a day in the life of a web designer, but they're not in some huge, bustling city. Nope, they're in Inverness, right in the heart of the Scottish Highlands. And this quote right here, it gets to the absolute heart of it. This isn't just a story about coding and cool graphics. It's really about purpose and about having a deep connection to the place you call home. So what does it actually mean to be a web designer in the Highlands? Let's take a look at how the days are shaped by the really unique opportunities and, yeah, the challenges that come with living and working in such an amazing place. What we're talking about is this fantastic blend of two different worlds. You've got the super modern, fast-moving world of web design on one hand, and on the other, this really deep personal link to the local community and the nature all around you. It's kind of high-tech meets the Highlands. So how does a day like this even start? Well, it all kicks off in the morning with a really specific, deliberate routine. It's all about finding inspiration and just setting the right tone for a creative day ahead. And this routine is pretty brilliant, actually. First up, strong coffee. You gotta have that. Then it's time to get inspired by checking out what other amazing designers are doing on sites like Behance. After that, a little organization, reviewing the day's tasks in a tool like Notion. But the last step? That's the real game changer. Getting away from the screen completely and going for a walk. You know, that walk isn't just about getting some fresh air. It's a core belief here. As the designer puts it, nature can be just as inspiring as technology. A walk along the River Ness, well, that's not just a break. It's a key part of the creative process. It's where you find those original ideas that you're just never going to get by scrolling through a feed. Okay, so all that amazing morning inspiration then gets channeled right into the middle of the day. This is the heart of the workday, and it's all about the actual craft and connecting with clients. And the work itself is so diverse, but it's all tied to the local community. I mean, look at this list for just one day. A landing page for a Highland artist, new stationery for the university, and even some graphic design for a local whiskey startup. This isn't generic stuff. It's work for and about the Highlands. So how do you keep everyone on the same page? A key tool here is Figma. If you're not familiar, it's a design tool, but it's built for collaboration. And what's so great about it is that it lets clients get their hands dirty, so to speak. They can jump right into the prototypes from the very beginning. They're not just waiting around for a final product, they're helping to build it. And this brings us to what feels like the real secret sauce. Success isn't just about making things look good. The key is communication, really explaining why a design works and how it ties into the client's bigger goals, like their strategy and how they'll reach their market. It's about delivering real results, not just a pretty package. You can really see that daily balance right here. The desk, that's for the heads-down, focused work. But the outdoors, that's just as vital. Making time for a lunchtime walk, maybe out to the Ness Islands, isn't just about taking a break. It's an investment in the rest of the day. It refuels you and makes the afternoon way more productive. So after a morning filled with creative strategy, the afternoon is when things shift. It's time to get technical. This is the part where all those design concepts start to become real, living websites that actually work. Yeah, this is the engine room of web design. The afternoon is all about integrating things like e-commerce with WooCommerce, which is huge for local shops that want to sell online. It's the nitty-gritty stuff like setting up domains, hosting, SEO, and building custom little features. And sure, for some people, that might sound tedious. But for our designer, seeing it all click into place is incredibly fulfilling. And right in the middle of all that technical work, there's this moment to just pause and appreciate it. To ask yourself, seriously? How many people get to live in one of the most beautiful places on earth and get paid for it? That's a powerful thought. It just grounds all the work in this real sense of place and gratitude. Working with clients is always a bit of a balancing act, isn't it? As you can see here, you have to really listen to what the client needs and wants. But at the same time, it's your job to guide them towards solutions that are realistic and, most importantly, effective. A true partnership isn't about just saying yes to everything. It's about working together to find the absolute best way to reach their goals. And as the day starts to wind down, the focus shifts one last time. The evening becomes a time for reflection, a chance to really think about the why behind all the work and the impact it has in the real world. Because look, the end goal here is so much more than just a slick website. It's about creating something with real purpose, something that drives results for these local businesses. Businesses in the Highlands have big ambitions, and the designer's role is to share in that vision and help bring it to life. So what does that impact look like? Well, think about this number. Over 100 years. That's how long a local shop called Mortimer's of Speedside has been around. Helping them build their first ever e-commerce site? That's not just a technical project. That's helping a piece of living history step into the future. It's pretty amazing. And for the designer, the biggest reward isn't technical at all. It's personal. It all comes down to this feeling, knowing that you've been a significant part of their story. That's what's truly satisfying. It's about being part of somebody else's success. That's the real win. And that brings us to the end. From that first cup of coffee to launching a century-old business into the digital world, this whole day has been about passion, place, and profession all coming together. And it kind of leaves us all with a question to chew on, doesn't it? What makes your work feel purposeful?